YouTube, what's good, YouTube? What's good, people? What's going on? How is everybody doing? I guess and I pray that you guys had a wonderful trading week, and I guess that you're using this weekend to prepare ourselves for the next coming week. This is your boy Hanum, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video going to be our weekly outlook for the coming week. We'll be looking for possible direction and potential direction for the coming week on 10 page that I always work on. But before we start and before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, click on the comment section, comment and drop a comment, share the video, and most importantly, click on the link on the description to sign up with the broker that I use, Quick Trade, and to mostly check my day in the life vlogs that I recently dropped, 2 episodes. There's more coming, and there's better videos coming. But if you guys, I appreciate the love and the support. But before anything, never mind the noises and the sounds that you guys might be hearing. It's a weekend, everybody out, everybody having fun. They cannot stop us, we cannot stop them. So I guess we just have to do what's important, put in the work, make the sacrifice, and most importantly, stay out the lane. So when you start off on the nest, because that's the first page that we always start off on the nest, it was simple. We were looking for a break of our zone right there to continue moving to the upside. And we did get that with price doing what? Breaking, having a retest, and continuing to the upside. Coming back to previous highs, that price failed to break above on. We had price trading bearish. So what I'll be looking for now, because this is a previous higher low zone that we had on the 4-hour or that intraday support on the hourly. We're simply waiting because now price even has a bear engulfing candlestick. We're either waiting for price to give us a lower high formation or a retest to continue bearish, because now looking at the momentum, we're kind of changing, right? For an uptrend direction, we're kind of like creating lower lows and lower highs. So we're simply waiting for price to come back to this zone for a retest, or we're waiting for price to do what? To create that higher low formation and look for continuation to the upside. So my trade idea on the nest is just that simple. We see that price is kind of looking to be bearish. So we're looking for signs that are we going to create that higher low to continue to the downside, or are we going to come back for a retest on previous lows that we had to look for price to continue to the downside. But if we turn bullish, then I guess we'd have to wait for further confirmations into what we have to do, right? Second page that we have is gold. So even on gold, guys, gold had to be the best trade for the week, even though we didn't take much trades on gold, right? So we were also looking forward for price to have this break, because we had a breakout. We were waiting for a retest to continue to the upside, right? Now that price did what? Impulsively jumped. And if we can clearly see that we're now doing what? Creating higher highs and creating higher lows. Now where we currently are, price has created a high. And looking at this previous zone, you can simply see that this was some previous intraday zone that we had, right? Until price broke below further to the downside. Now having this upward move to the upside, all we're now waiting for in our trade idea is for what? A lower high formation looking to continue to the upside, or that exhaustion phase to also look to continue to the upside, same as a higher low formation, right? But if price comes back to this very same zone, then let's wait for signs of what is going to happen here. Is price going to move to the upside, or are we going to break and move to the downside? We don't know. We just have to keep our eyes on it. But my trade idea is that simple. We're waiting for a higher low formation or an exhaustion phase, or we're simply waiting for price to come back for a retest of previous zones and look to continue to the upside, right? Third pair that we had, German 30. So German 30, I won't say much, but I'm waiting for confirmation into what I have to do, because I have those lows that price once created, right? So with the lows that we once had and price going to the upside, reacting on our previous support zone and moving to the downside. All I'm now waiting for my trade ideas to see if price is gonna break, gonna fall to break below this lows and move to the upside, or we're gonna break and move to what? To the downside, because I don't have a confirmation into what I have to do. So I'll be waiting for signs. Are we gonna come back to our lows and break below to continue bearish, or are we gonna fall to break and look to be bullish, right? Fourth page that we have, US 30. So US 30, I also don't have a trade idea, but you guys know it that we have this previous zone that I marked out, those 2 lows that we once had, right? Price did what? Kind of like came back to the very same lows, came back again. Now we're currently on those lows. I'm simply waiting for price to break below and be bearish, or for price to fall to break and be bullish. But I'm simply waiting for confirmation now into what I have to do, because I don't have a trade idea at the moment, right? So we move. right? Fifth pair, USD CAD. So even on USD CAD, when you guys remember that USD CAD had a possible head and shoulders, right? And had a close below. We were waiting for a retest to continue to the downside, but price did what? Broke below our lows and simply continued moving to the downside. With the sideways movement, price did what? Moved to the upside, coming back again to our very same neckline and reacting off that neckline. All I'm now waiting for the coming week is to see that is price going to come back here and still fall to break and be bearish, or if price now looking at this push phase, this is some type of exhaustion. Are we going to continue breaking above the highs and look to be bullish? We don't know. We're just waiting for confirmation into what we have to do, right? So we move. Looking at the other pair that we have, Tesla, right? Even on Tesla, I simply don't have a trade idea at the moment. I'm simply waiting for confirmations because this uptrend that we had was kind of violated, right? So obviously with price having a brick wall, and a break of that brick wall, that's a change in direction or change of character, right? So with this breakout, we're now waiting to see that are we going to have this exhaustion phase or the higher low form or the lower high formation looking to continue to the downside, or is price going to come back to this very same zone, give us signs of a fall to break and look to be bearish, or if we get that breakout, I simply look to be bullish. I just don't know, but I'm waiting for confirmation into what I have to do. So we do it, we move. The other pair that we have is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I also won't chop it up and say much because I also don't have confirmation. I'm waiting for signs, right? But you can simply see that from this push to the downside, price is now moving sideways. So obviously, you guys know that I always talk about this, that push, exhaustion, correction. We look forward for further continuation, push to the downside. But at some times you have a push and a correction, and price chooses to do what? To break above. It happens. So we're waiting for confirmation into what we have to do. Are we gonna break below or are we gonna break above? We just don't know, right? So we move. The other pair that we have, it's Ethereum. So Ethereum, when you look very close on Ethereum once spiked this zone, right? And came back to the very same low and reacted. Now we're kind of seeing signs of what? Of that depletion and momentum, right? We're seeing some type of bear depletion. When you guys look at it that much, when you guys look at it very close, I don't have to say much. You can simply see the prices depleting off the zone and we're having some type of momentum, right? So now that all I'm waiting for is to see that from this trade idea, is price gonna break below is to see that is price going to break below this lows and look to continue moving to the downside, or are we going to have this bear depletion and bullish momentum and look for a reversal based on history, price reacting off the zone and price coming back and price reacting off of it? We just don't know, but we're simply waiting for price to do what? To break out to be bearish, or for price to fall to break and reverse and be bullish. We move. Looking at the other pits that coin, because Harlem Live too lit, and you can go check out my day in the live vlogs that I recently dropped. They fire, they good, they're educational, and they're far most importantly usable and informative. Go check them out, go enjoy, go like, go subscribe, go share, go do anything that you want to do. But I plead the love, I plead the support, and I plead the greatness, right? So Bitcoin, we don't have a trade idea because we were having this resistance support and this resistance, right? Now that prices broke off the support, all we're now waiting for is to see that from this push and this exhaustion and this push and this exhaustion and this push, are we getting this exhaustion as some signs that we are going to continue with a push, or as price doing what? Rejecting this low, looking to move to the upside? We just don't know. But like I said, I don't have a trade idea. So we do what? We move, right? Last but not least, we're having oil. So oil also has to be one of my favorite pairs for the week, right? Because we were looking for what? Price closed right there. We said it that obviously when we're above a zone, we look to be bullish. When we're below, we look to be bearish. Now that we were above, we looked to be bullish, right? So when now price was bullish, creating this type of intraday resistance and moving to the downside, coming back on our very same zone and reacting impulsively. All we're now waiting for is to see that we have a closer buffer for an intraday zone, right? Are we going to have this retest of this intraday zone and look to continue to the upside based on our word push, exhaustion, looking for continuation, push? Or is price gonna do what? Break below, have a retest below, and continue to the downside? We don't know. But like I said on my trade idea, we're simply waiting for a retest of this intraday zone and look to continue moving to the upside, because prices gave us signs that it's bullish and there's nothing else that we have to say, and there's nothing else that we have to do. So you guys have seen it, you guys have experienced it, and you guys have clearly learned everything that I wanted to share on yourselves. So this would be our weekly outlook for the coming week. This would be what we'll be looking for, possible directions on 10 pairs. Everything that I share, you guys know it is based off my own experience and my own opinion. It can happen, it cannot happen, but all that we need to focus on is our trading plan, our discipline, our patience, our consistency, and far most importantly, our optimism as Forex traders. But without further ado, don't forget to like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload new videos. And so far most importantly, click on the link on the description to sign up with the broker that I use, Quick Trade, and to hit my line that I'm gonna leave on the description. If you want to talk Forex, anything Forex, or do anything Forex, I'm up for a vibe, I'm up for anything. But without further ado, this is your boy Harlem. That's all I got on this video.